Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever this video finds you. I am super excited to be here today. I have a special guest, and she's an amazing lady. I'm so honored to have her in my life. Her name is Maira, and she's going to share with you, since her and I met, where she was at in such a end of her rope, depressed state in life. It was really tough, to where she's at now after working with me and going through coaching with me in my mastermind. So I really love to hear from her. And I hope that maybe some of you out there can really relate. So here we are. And if you don't know me by now, I'm Stacie Overman, a spiritual coach. Here I'm going to add Maira. Welcome, Maira. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Good. We're super excited to have you today.
Thank you.
Awesome. Maira, share with us what life was like before you and I met, before that discovery call. What was life like?
Before I met you, it got to the point that I was feeling lost spiritually. I was full of hurt. I felt disconnected to God. Even though I knew I was connected, I didn't feel what I used to feel before that. That hurt that I felt made me, build some masks to cover up and continue to be the person that I was in life. Be strong, you could say, and be strong for everybody else. Be positive and uplifting, but it wasn't what I was really feeling inside.
Yeah.
So there I ended up having more masks behind that, where it was covering the hurt.
Yeah.
And another mask bringing up feeling angry with myself, for allowing this, but I didn't know how to get out of it.
Right.
And that's where I just felt like I didn't know what I was feeling anymore. After covering up so much, I wasn't even, aware of my own emotions. My thoughts were just starting to constantly just going all over in my mind. I couldn't stop it. I started building anxiety. I had a depression that I hid and didn't speak about, and it just got worse and worse. And until right before meeting you, I should have been at one of my happiest moments, bought a house, moving into the house that I always wanted.
Yeah.
And I was feeling the most horrible, having the house and, life is going the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel like that for me.
Right.
Inside, I knew, I'm a happy person, but I know I can be happier. I'm connected to God, but why do I feel disconnected?
Yeah, totally.
And
there's a lot of people that, like you and I, we're kind of the life of the party. We want to make everybody feel good, and yet we're dying on the inside. And like you said, wearing a mask. And I've heard someone years ago say, people like us that are going through these kinds of things, our smile gets bigger the worse we feel and the worse our life feels. It's so counterintuitive. Like, people would think, oh, they're so happy, when you're not.
Yeah, and over time it changes you without even realizing, because it's like you're faking it, and it becomes where it actually starts hurting you physically.
Yes.
When I first met you, I remember feeling so tense, wanting to let this go, but yet I didn't know how to, because I got used to it.
Right.
And my heart felt always like if it was caged up, You know, it felt restricted.
Yeah.
And I didn't trust anybody at that time, you know, because I didn't want to hurt. I had many things throughout life that were traumatic. I had a happy life, but I did, you know, experience a lot from an early age. And it carried on to right before, so a few years before meeting you.
Yeah.
And that was my final straw. So I can go on, continue, because
Well,
I
and
have to say
I
some other
remember
stuff.
I remember your first message to me through Facebook, and it was really long because you just such full of bubbly awesomeness that you just want to share and share and share. But I remember that first message, and I was like, oh my gosh, it felt like I just knew you, even though I'd never met you. Like there was that instant soul connection that I've spoke about in other videos. It's like, do you feel like you know me, but we've never met? Like that's
I
how I
prayed
felt,
about you.
right?
I
I
I at my worst. I mean, I ended up just it like crashed on me, you know, and everything. My thoughts were negative, my feelings, and I closed myself off in a bedroom for 3 days,
know.
and I prayed to God and prayed, and I cried and let out emotions. I wrote down my feelings, and I remember praying because I wanted that connection
Yeah.
again. And I was born awake.
Yeah.
So
Which
I
is
had,
so weird to not have that connection all of a sudden.
yeah, and I had always from birth a mentor, a spiritual mentor. So when I lost my spiritual mentor, it was like, oh my God, you know, and experiencing things by myself that I didn't know how to heal from, it got to me. And I prayed to God to heal me of this. And I need a mentor. I need a mentor. Send me my mentor. You know, it was like I saw it like a life jacket, you know, a rope. And 3 days I came out of the room and I got on Facebook, and that's when I started seeing you. But it was not just, oops, I'm so sorry. Um, I started seeing you, and it was not like just one post. I started seeing you like all the time, all the time. And I would listen and it would resonate. And it was a pull that I felt,
Mm,
you know,
love it.
and it was strong.
Yeah.
And I said, I gotta get in touch with this lady. And I
God,
have. I
God
felt the
works in mysterious ways. I know there's no coincidence when things like that happen. It's
oh no.
amazing.
Oh no.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. So Myra, you're in my mastery or my mastermind group. You've gone through my pathways to happiness healing. You've gone through mastering your gifts and understanding your soul purpose. And now you're in my year-long coaching where you're really still fine tuning all the things you've learned, you're implementing, you're growing. What, after going through all of that, I mean, you're still working on things, but after going through the big portion of the healing and the understanding your gifts, like, what do you feel like just really changed your life? What was that pivotal moment that you were like, oh my gosh, this was just life changing?
My mom coming through.
Yeah.
My mom came through in a big, strong way. I mean, I saw her.
Yeah.
I saw her, I hugged her, felt her love, and she spoke to me, and what she told me was what I needed to hear. And how I saw her is it gave me the reassurance that she's okay and she's aware of everything that we're going on, that I was going through.
Yes.
So the connection stays there. It's strong. And that showed me that I was finally healed from her passing, because like right now, I couldn't even, before meeting you, I couldn't even talk about my mom without
Yes.
breaking up in tears. And I would relive the pain,
Right.
So because she was one of my mentors.
Yeah.
So
I know she came through to me once. And I was like, oh, she's a spirited lady, just like you. Yeah.
Yeah, and she gave me that. She said, come on, it's like,
Yeah.
you're here to learn. We're okay. And she said it. She goes, we're fine up here. She goes, we're working.
Yes.
We're working.
I love it. Oh. And so now, how is your connection with God? Like, where do you feel like that is now?
It's stronger than before. It's stronger than before. I mean, I can say so many things have happened, and everything happens because of God.
Right.
But once I felt, I went through the healing, I remember specifically praying to God and doing my little connection prayer to God. And all of a sudden, I felt like this cool breath of air coming in me. And it was a feeling, a knowing that I can't explain.
Right.
But you want to chase it every time. It's like now every time I pray, I connect to God. It's like I want that same feeling. And God has shown me so much. As long as we work on ourselves,
Right,
and we're healed, then we can see and feel Him clearly even more, and we can, everything that He has for us, because through God, I felt God. Through, once I was under your coaching, I felt God for the first time really come in through me. And then I saw my guardian angel. I saw my spirit guide waking up with my eyes wide open. It's
oh my gosh.
But I had to heal first, and the healing came with my mom, because that was what I was, connected to.
Well, when our heart is hurting and we're missing our loved ones so much, until we can heal that hurt and that grieving, grief never goes away. We just we learn how to live with it. But the anger and the hurting and the, some people carry guilt or shame, or, they weren't there, they didn't do enough, or we have to heal all of that. And then when we heal that, it's like the veil thins more, your connection is better. And they're so proud of us when we do the healing. I mean, your mom, oh my gosh, she was just like, whoop, 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 all happy and so excited when she came through to me. And so now, you're able to feel her. And I just love that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people can't feel their loved one, and they're like, why can't I feel them? Why can't I feel, why am I not getting signs? And simply because there needs to be more healing.
Yeah. When we're in need of healing, it's like we form a cocoon around ourselves, and they're still there. Our loved ones are still there, but we can't see past the cocoon. And I mean, we all need someone to help us in this,
right? Right.
Because everything that I've learned with you, it's going to be things that I use for the rest of my life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally. And, I even have a mentor, because I can't see everything. I have a mentor all the time for the last, 4 years. We need help. We have to be able to ask for that help. We have to acknowledge that we need that help, because our ego gets in the way and our pride gets in the way. We don't need help.
Yeah. And I mean, the mentor helps you also to look at yourself, outside of yourself, how, they'll tell you the truth. And it's like, we all need that. We seriously do.
Right. Right. So with you being in the mastermind, that's a year-long coaching. Um, do you want to share anything about how you feel about that? Because that's kind of getting you to doing your soul's purpose, right?
Yeah. I'm really happy and excited because first of all, it's this so much has happened to me and changed me in a short period of time. And now I find myself in your mastermind and you know, building my future, and I feel really, really good. I feel like it's like a miracle happened in my life in a short span of time. And I feel really good. Right now, I'm confident. I feel definitely connected. I don't feel alone. I don't feel the pain.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I have a plan, you
Yeah.
know?
I love it. And when we have a plan and we know what the next step is and how to execute, and that someone's there to ask when Facebook group goes wonky, right? Like whatever that is that's happening, like there's somebody there to talk to and guide you for the next step. It's so helpful. And Maira, you now call yourself a, do you want to share?
Well, it kind of flips
Yeah.
because I am a spiritual, yeah, I could be a spiritual guider, instructor, medium. I'm very intuitive, um, but I'm still
Kind of,
learning.
so kind of an intuitive spiritual counselor in a sense. Yes.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. That makes my heart like jump right now.
Yeah.
I like that.
Totally, totally. And
I'm
with
feeling
you
it.
being awake since you can remember, you've got amazing gifts that you just didn't know how to implement, and you didn't realize, like, how do I make these stronger, and how can I use these to help change the world and other people's lives? And that's what you're now really moving in that direction, to come out of that spiritual closet and step into playing bigger as a light worker, and that you've heard that calling, and so you're moving in that direction.
Hmm.
I'm so proud
Yes, I
of you.
am. Ah,
So proud.
thank you. I owe it to you.
Oh, I'm so proud. But it took you to make that first move. You had to reach out. You had to book that discovery call. You had to say yes, right? Like you and your spouse, you were like, yes, we've got to do this. And there was no doubt. And you stepped out in faith, and look at you now.
Yeah, I call you my godmother, because my spiritual godmother, because I reach out to you, whoops, quite often. I reach out to you a lot, and you're always there to like just keep me like, you know, give me my guidance and stuff. But I have to do the work, and it's a lot of work that we don't realize,
Right.
you know. But what you offer is so amazing that people don't realize. I guess it's a lot. It's a gift.
Yeah,
It's a gift,
totally. It is.
because everything that I've learned from you, I needed to know all of that
Right.
to be where I'm at now. And, it's not just little bits and pieces. I
Yeah.
needed everything.
Right. Well, and I've heard many people that have taken other programs or had other coaching things that they've done. They've always told me that it's just this little tiny portion. It's just like one little segment of something, where mine is like gave them the whole foundation and a whole spiritual tool bag that they will use for the rest of your life. And
Yeah.
so I think that's amazing, because I heard God say I was supposed to give it all. So I do. I pull the veil back and I give it all.
And that's why we love you.
Thank you. I love
and
you.
and you make us feel, I don't know, we feel like a family. We I believe we are.
Yeah.
We're connected, and it's like it's safe
Right.
for us. You feel
Totally.
safe, comforted, and now I can just I'm sure I can just continue just fine on my own, in your mastermind.
Yeah.
Everything else that you have us do there too.
Always learning. Yeah, totally. Maira,
It's like, who knows?
I'm
Who
so
knows where I'll be next year? Huh?
Say that again.
I said, who knows where I'll be next year?
Oh, I know. You'll have to come back and share. We'll have to give everyone an update. So, Maira, the person that may be watching right now, I've seen someone say, oh my gosh, that's me. And maybe they're going to watch the replay and they're thinking, oh my goodness, this sounds like my story and I really need the help. What would you say to them if they're on the fence? They're like, should I reach out to Stacie? Should I do a discovery call? What would you say to them?
I just got chills. When your inner being knows, and we're being connected to God, we're getting these feelings, these thoughts. If you feel like there's something missing, especially if you feel you don't have any reason to feel this way, but you just do. And you feel that pull to call, don't hold back. Just call. Make the call. It's free. And the next step, that's right. You'll know. I made the call, and it was like the minute I heard Stacie's voice on the phone and we just said a few words, it was like, yep, I felt it. It was like, this is it. And I never regretted it. She's helped me in so much. And I went into the program, the coaching, feeling like in the beginning, I felt like, well, I already know, and I don't need so much,
Mm-hmm.
And is this going to work? And is this going to work? But I did everything that I was supposed to do in the group. And it did. It started like, it showed me, that it's like, yeah, you really are more complex. We don't know ourselves as much as we feel that we do.
Right.
We really need to break down how Stacie makes us do. I mean, the layers, we start finding out, I didn't think I had layers to peel off. I had many layers.
There goes a blanket. There goes a blanket.
Just call me an onion, but yep.
Yeah, we all do. We really do. So true.
I say go for it. Go for it. You get those feelings. If it's, to me, it was many things, feeling like I wanted a stronger connection to God. Like I felt I came here from as a child. I knew that I was supposed to come and help people and, do spiritual work. And when I felt that connection, something changed, lighten up, almost cut off, that alone made me want to go to Stacie, but there was other things, the hurt. If you've lost a loved one and it's breaking you even more inside, that you feel like this is it, you can't connect with them, you need to heal, because that's going to lead, holding on to that hurt, that's that much, it being so strong, it will destroy you slowly on the inside and cause other issues.
Yeah.
And I mean, it got to the point, I was strong for too long that when I called Stacie, I wasn't even liking myself at that point.
Yeah. And you're a different person. I mean, to see you, like we spoke almost 1 year ago was your call. And to see you now, night and day difference. Like I saw it within you, but it was so covered in that depression and anxiety that we needed to bring you back out. And here you are. You're just such a joy. And I'm so honored to have you in my life. And I'm like the proud mama that is watching you fly and getting your wings back. And oh, I'm just very, very proud. I could just cry. So
I love you.
Thank you, Maira, for sharing
You're
your
so
story.
welcome.
I know that this might sound like you if you're watching. And if it does, I would love to meet with you. I will post a link after the video's over that you can book a discovery call with me. There's a little spot there where you can even watch a video so you can understand a little bit more, and pick a time that works for you. And I would love to jump on a call with you. So Maira, you'll have to come back in the future. Let us know. Keep us updated how things are going.
In a year.
Okay. We'll have to wait a year.
Hey, God is amazing. It might be sooner.
I'm hoping. Awesome. I'm just posting. Oh, look at Jess. Hi, Jess. She's in our mastermind too. So awesome. All right. Well, thank you, Maira. And we will see you on our next coaching call. And everyone else, wherever this may find you, may you be blessed. And we just send you angel kisses, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.